Hello and welcome to the Guru Show. It is me, Joe Zeka, and welcome to another Chelsea transfer update. So we got a few stories to talk about today. There's one I want to talk about more than the others, but a lot of it's over speculation that I've heard through people I've met through doing these paper talks over the years and tell me stories that sometimes they do come true, sometimes they don't. And a lot of it's been based off of a lot of speculation in papers and that. So the first story I want to talk about is Thiago, the former Chelsea midfielder. There's a rumour going around that he will rejoin Chelsea on this one-year deal for a free transfer. Now, I personally would take it. When you want to win a Premier League, when you want to win a Champions League, it takes a hell of a lot of quality. And let's be honest, he did play for a team that was minutes away from winning the Champions League. He's a starter for them, and he is a top player. And I would take him, even at the age of 33. I think he only stayed at Chelsea, if I remember correctly, for 1 year. I don't think he done as good as he was expected to do. I think he had a good season, but I think he could have done even better. I remember specifically him scoring an absolute cracker of a goal. But he's definitely a better player now than he was then, in my opinion. He's matured. And he's kind of got a bit of a Xabi Alonso feel to him. So yeah, I would bring him in. Like I said, what I would do though is I would actually, if I'm going to bring in Thiago, is I would commit with Marco Van Ginkel. I would, have him in the team as kind of like a rotation between Marco Van Ginkel and Thiago. But then again, everyone knows I want Paul Pogba at Chelsea. So it's very interesting to see what's happening. It isn't a well-known Chelsea. It isn't like a Sky Sources or a Telegraph saying this. It basically is, people over in Spain. And the Telegraph said we were going after either Pogba, Koke, and Paulinho. So I still stand. I'd rather go with what I've heard from the Telegraph than what I've heard from other speculations. But if it is true that we are going in for him, I personally wouldn't object to it, and he's definitely got a lot of quality, so yeah, I would take him. So then going over to the second story of the day is that Rami is apparently waiting out for a dream move to Chelsea. It's very interesting with Rami because the only options I see this if it's either bringing in Mandzukic or bringing in Rami, because I'm pretty sure that Diego Costa will sign. He will be first choice striker. Romelu Lukaku will stay at Chelsea as well, so he'd be second choice. Maybe if Mandzukic come in, he would be third choice. So I personally would rather Rami come in as like a third choice striker with Romelu Lukaku getting his chance in a diamond formation. Basically what I personally would do is change to a diamond formation, something that Mourinho used to use when he was first Chelsea manager back in 04-05 and, moving onwards. I would switch to that formation. I would only play Matic as a cam, as a CA, a certain defensive midfielder. And Lukaku would basically play as a striker alongside Costa. And then Remy would be the second choice, for that. And then Bamford would be the third choice. So it would basically be our strike force for next season would be Lukaku, Costa, Bamford and Remy. That's how I would go. However, if we are going to stick with the 4-2-3-1 and we do bring in Paul Pogba, I don't really see the need to either recall Bamford or to buy a Remy. You'd have to go and get, bring Lukaku back, Costa and Mandzukic. So I'm not very certain, about Mandzukic because he has been playing in a league that is, Bayern Munich dominates. But he does look a good player, but he's very similar to what we already have in terms of big, strong, bullying strikers, aka Costa, aka Lukaku. So I'm not sure if those two are what I want, but that is my comment and question of the day. Who would you rather Chelsea bring in? Mandzukic or Remy? Sound off in the comments and let me know your thoughts. So yeah, I ain't sure. It may not even be true. He did turn up at an Arsenal game at the end of last season, so we'll have to wait and see. But going over to the third story of the day, it's basically, this is pure speculation, take it with a grain of salt. Paul Pogba would be open to moving to Chelsea, and out of the three that I did say Chelsea wanted, which was Koke, Paulinho and Pogba, Chelsea have chose Pogba and they will bid 35 million quid for him. I don't know what's going to happen. Out of those three, I want Paul Pogba. It's as simple as that. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But you know, I would really be excited to see Pogba and Matic play next to each other. I think it's stuff dreams are made of, and I'd love to bloody see it. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Going over to the last but one story today. Now this is again pure speculation. Apparently, but this was actually in the Telegraph in an article about Man United, that they are certain that they will complete a move for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw will join Manchester United, and basically Chelsea have moved too late if they have moved at all. So it looks like we're going to have to be going elsewhere for our new left back. There's options out there. There's the guy from Seville. You know, there's Rodriguez from the Bundesliga. So there's even Felipe Luis from Atletico Madrid. And to be honest, I would probably take Luis over Luke Shaw, even though he's, what, 28 years old, because of the fact that you're still going to get 4 years out of him. A left back can play to their 33, and he looks a sensational player for Atletico Madrid. But I still want Shaw. Hopefully we get him. But I wouldn't be too pissed off if we do end up going and get Felipe Luis from Atletico Madrid. So then the final story of the day, which is basically the big one, it is that apparently Chelsea, when they were sealing up the deal with PSG about David Luiz, that they inquired about Laveci. Why I find this so intriguing is because what are we going to use him as? Would he play 10? I don't know if he can play 10. I think he did play behind Cavani for a bit, but then I don't know. I don't think he played 10. Would we be bringing him in as a second striker? He won't be playing left wing because that's Hazard's position. Maybe right wing. He's quality. He looks very good whenever I watch him play. I apparently aren't done too great over in France. Not as good as I expected him to do. But whenever time I've seen him, especially against Chelsea, a full PSG and at Napoli, he's looked great. And both games, and both ties, I mean, I've looked at his physique, and he's stocky. He's kind of got a bit of an Aguero look to him, a Suarez look to him. I'm thinking you could do a job as a striker. So if that's what we're going to do, if that's what we're going to bring him in for, it will be very interesting to see how he adapts. I'm pretty sure that Suarez played out wide for Ajax, so it can be done. But yeah, I would take Laveci, but I think we have other options. We need to go out and get Costa. One that, even though I'm certain we'll get him, I just want it to be confirmed. The quicker that is confirmed, the quicker my nerves will ease, and I'll be fine. And then basically, we got to go and get Pogba, and we need to go and sort out the left mid. But if we're going to get Laveci, I would take him. But that's great. Also, Hazard came out and done a quote today that basically he was asked about PSG, and he just said, "This happens every year. I'm always everywhere else," and basically said that that's just part of the job. So what he was saying was, look, it's speculation. I'll be at Chelsea next year. This happens every bloody year. I'm always linked with someone that want to take me from Chelsea. But no, Chelsea is my club. And he's gonna stay there. And also Andre Schürrle came out and said that Mourinho and the Chelsea board, all know how good a player Eden Hazard are. That the media shouldn't underestimate how much they know that. So Hazard ain't going nowhere. So that's a good bit of some good news. So there has been a lot of good news in this video, but there obviously is the fact that Luke Shaw will more than likely join Manchester United, which is a bit of a error. I wanted to come to Chelsea. But anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, favourite, comment and subscribe. You've been watching The Guru Show, and thanks for watching my videos. Make sure you go over and follow me on Twitter at @JoniOzeka. I tweet a lot, and I'll be putting some stories up and all that sort of stuff. So go over there. It's really worth following. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you again very soon. And have a very good day.